There are tons of things I love about being Catholic, but at the top of the list is the Eucharist. Most people have never really stopped to think about it, but the Eucharist is amazing. I was asked once, what would have to happen for you to leave the Catholic Church? I thought about that question for a long time. I combed through the lowest moments in Catholic history, testing each to see if, okay, would that be enough to make me leave the Catholic Church? But after thinking it through, I decided, you know what? I could never leave the Catholic Church. The reason is because I believe Jesus is truly present, body, blood, soul, and divinity, in the Eucharist. Where else can I get that? Where else can I get the Eucharist? For sure, there's lots of other churches, and some other churches might have better music. But in the whole scheme of things, music is trivial compared to the Eucharist. And other churches might have more engaging preachers, but these are trivial too compared to the Eucharist. When we go to Mass on Sunday, the danger is in thinking that the music and the homily are the most important things. Don't take the trivial and make it important. That's the way of the world. Get clear about what matters most. Get clear about what's really important, and life will be a lot simpler and a lot more joyful. At Mass on Sunday, the homily could be in a language I don't even understand. The music could be a complete train wreck. There could be kids running up and down the aisles, screaming at the top of their lungs, throwing their crayons and eating their snacks, or eating their crayons and throwing their snacks, and that's okay. Because the moment when I receive the Eucharist is a pivotal moment in my week. It's a moment of transformation, a moment when I get to receive who and what I wish to become. And I could never leave that. It doesn't matter how good the music or the preaching is somewhere else. I could never leave the Eucharist. I won't leave Jesus, and I hope you won't either. When I reflect on the gift of faith that I've been given, I'm led to the conclusion that once we believe in the Eucharist, we're given the grace to look beyond a bad homily and the grace to look beyond a good homily. We're given the grace to look beyond music that's uninspiring and the grace to look beyond music that elevates our hearts, minds, and souls. Because beyond all of these things, way beyond all of these things, that's where we find Jesus in the Eucharist. This sets the Catholic Church apart. Jesus, truly present in the Eucharist. The Eucharist is uniquely Catholic. Let me ask you a question. If you had to spend the rest of your life on a deserted island and you could only take 5 people with you, who would you take? I can tell you, a priest would be on my list. No priest, no Mass. No Mass, no Eucharist. I can't live without the Eucharist, and more important, I don't want to. And once you come to understand the power of the Eucharist, you won't want to live without it either. I was born Catholic, and I'll die Catholic. And there are lots of reasons for that, but none more compelling than the Eucharist.